entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Look at that.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. KG, this one's crazy.
You're too lucky that.
None can compare with the KG Don. Better take cover when he drops that.
Bomb,
Going on reckless, trust it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
Bomb. I said drop a bomb, Dad.
Yo, people, wagwan, look at him though. Look how he's just sitting there like that. Hey, we're back with something different, something special, something new. And it's my first ever guest, Yappa Yappa. My first ever guest on Yappa Yappa had to be somebody that, you know, we've had a lot of back and forth with. He doesn't even know this yet. I'm going to tell him a little story, but I was out in Saudi. They didn't know my name. One person came up to me, said, yo, I don't know your name. I just know he's the fat one. I said, excuse me?
Oh my God!
If you think this thing with me and Expressions was out in Saudi, he knew X, obviously, and he goes, I don't know your name. I just know he's the fat one. I said, hey. And I straight away thought of this yard man here. But, bro, listen, welcome to the show. Thank you very much. Let me drop a bomb for you.
Oh my God!
Just to let people know what this show's really about. We get into football, get outside of football. So we'll be talking about a plethora of things, really. And it's not too long. So again, you lot can watch this and you're going to understand more about the man, more about us, more about what's going on. So let's not waste time. Yardman, how long have you been doing this YouTube stuff? Because I feel like this is like your breakout season. I feel like you're having a Miles Lewis Skelly season. Like, how long you been getting in this space?
Yeah, but before we get into all of that, still, I just want to let the people them know that, fam, your intro is dead like a team, fam. You need to change it. You just...
And that was the end of the show.
Fam, people, you need to tell this guy intro is dead. It's like,
bro, I've got the best intro.
That's the amount of loss, man. 15 seconds of deadness, fam.
Bro, I've got the best intro, man. Bro. How dare you?
We're doing an amnesty, you know. We're doing an amnesty. We're taking over people to Arsenal. We're doing an amnesty because we realize that people, you lot are dying. Tottenham, well, we don't take Tottenham. That's never gonna happen. But you know, we'll give Manu a little blind. You understand? And
let me understand this. Let me understand this. You're creating an amnesty for fans, for a safe haven. I'm gonna go to your club as a safe haven. Am I right in saying that? Yeah. The same person that's
not gonna win us nothing, absolutely nothing.
How is that a safe space for me? Like, when I got people telling me,
he has to go, blood. He has to go, blood.
That's big Don Robbie. That's not even small Don Robbie that we have now. Are you telling? Why is that club now safe for me, bro?
First thing first, we got a canteen there. We don't got no rat, no roach. Yep. We got proper toilet. We got proper football stadium. We got proper players. We don't have no YouTube players on the team. We got everything there. State of the art stadium. No when rainfall, no waterfall coming through the stadium. We winning game. Yeah. We fans we start to galvanize together now, even though we don't win nothing. Yes. But we still, so you can see that there's a proper football club there. Wenger left and it's still standing. Yes. Fergie left and you are.
We're 14.
Drop the bomb. Let me tell you what your team said. Drop the bomb.
I'll drop the bomb. Let me drop the bomb. I ain't dropping no bomb for that.
That's what happened to your team. Man, let's get them to business here. First thing first, ask me, Raw, to be honest with you, you know, like this year still, to be honest, I've been on this thing since COVID, but you know what? I'm never ever serious with it. It's never a
Yeah.
thing that I really say, no, I want to be a YouTuber or anything like that. Sometimes, you know, why it's going like this is because I'm just frustrated of not winning. And I know
Yeah.
a lot of people is owning me out, social media state. They left their comment. And don't get me wrong, we on it, so we're gonna look at comment just to see what's really going on out there. You understand? Even though people say, oh, I don't read comment, I do read them. Not every one of them, but I scroll through them. So yeah, this year was like a year that I said, even though I said, you know what, this thing look like, people have been going out there and people been knowing me now more than ever. You understand? And yeah, so this year is a good year. Like last year to this year, but this year more likely
This
is
more,
the year.
you gone viral. This year, I feel like you gone viral. I think it's like, obviously, you could see the pain when you're talking to Don Robbie, and you will get interrupted.
Yeah,
that was happening this year. You was getting interrupted, but I felt like you said enough interruptions. My channel's live, and you can't stop me. I'm talking as much as, because right now you just be chatting and you be sending for me. You send for X.
Yeah, everybody.
Listen, let me tell you this right now. If Spurs wins the European trophy,
don't put it in the universe. Don't do it, please. I beg.
Wait, no, it's already there.
I beg of you. Hey, I beg of you. Don't say it, please.
But wait, we have to understand, because there's a lot of things happening.
It's reality still. It's reality.
It's a reality. There's a real reality of Spurs. I already don't want. I couldn't imagine what X has got chest and they've never won anything. Yeah.
Imagine.
If this man picks up a European trophy, yeah,
before us.
Oh, I'm telling you now. And he'll knock us out. Like, what will have to happen is we lost to them in the finals, and then they got that. So we're already in the mud, and that's another level of mud. Now, if you guys lose to PSG and they do the main thing and go and win that, what is North London like for you in that moment? How's that feeling as an Arsenal fan? Is because you kind of relax Arteta out at the moment? I don't know where you are. Actually, I need to ask you about it.
It's not that I'm relaxed, and this is where people getting it a bit twisted with me. I'm always an Arsenal fan first. The club come first. Your football club come before your country at every time. Because because at the end of the day, I hear they ask player, what come first, your club or country? If you're not playing for your club, you're never ever going to play for your country. Or if you don't represent a club, you will never ever play for your country. Nobody going to pick you up off the street. You're playing street ball like in the NBA, can just get pick off the street with NBA and go straight in, pick off the pick-up ball, in the park and go straight in the NBA. That will never happen. You will never get pick up off the street and play for your country. It will never happen. So your club have to come first.
So wait, hold on. If you could right now, just imagine Jamaica, are in the final World Cup.
No, everything come before World Cup. Everything come before World Cup. Jamaica winning the World Cup every time over Arsenal. I'm sorry.
There you go. Boy, how you change it?
No. But that is World Cup. Remember, in Jamaica, we're just nearly over 2 million people. And we see the first English-speaking Caribbean island to represent in the World Cup, and then the first English-speaking Caribbean island to win the World Cup, fam. Are you nuts? I could never give up that for nothing.
Wait, but no. So now let's add some more. Jamaica win the World Cup, but that means Arsenal hold one relegation.
Well, Arsenal have to take a relegation. I'm sorry. You don't. It's not like you're saying to me that England winning the World Cup and Arsenal get relegated. Then I would have to say no. But this is you don't understand what this.
That means your club. That means your country comes first. That already throws away the point he was making before.
No.
Your country, and that's why I had a big reaction, because I said this guy loves Jamaica. There's no way he's telling me that his the nation comes second and the club comes first. No, I understand how to get there.
Yeah, but you have to when I'm talking about to dissect it more, what we're saying here, if you're playing football, yeah, you're gonna get picked for your country because you're playing good for your club.
Yes.
So your club come first.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah,
But
I understand.
you see a nation like Jamaica, yeah, you never even said, oh, is Arsenal get relegated and Jamaica playing the World Cup? That's totally different.
Yeah,
But
you've done it.
to win the World Cup, come on, man. For Nigeria to go and win the World Cup, you give everything for that, innit? For Nigeria to win.
I don't wait, hold on. You see this season, yeah, it feels like relegation. I don't know if I could manage this ever again. You can't manage 14th. You can't manage where we are right now.
No, we don't. I can't speak for you.
Experience that. You have to experience that. Right now, at 14th, I'm telling you, just imagine it's the last day of the league, and we got relegated for that Nigerian World Cup.
Yeah.
I don't know if because I have to experience these games, every single one of them before. Like, I get that.
Imagine. You just imagine 50 million people jumping in
It will
Africa.
be madness, and we'll be the ones to say we're the first African country. Are you crazy?
And you wouldn't take that. You wouldn't take that.
I'm not doing it.
You're not taking it.
I can't. You see, relegation, yeah? Like, we've been relegated before, but that's not my time. I wasn't there for that. You see how I feel this season? You see, week in, week out, yeah? Just imagine now, like in the modern era, Man United got relegated. What do we do with our lives? Like, it's finished. It's done. But
KG, come on, man. In reality, in Roman terms, you lot are relegated by. It's just that there's 3 teams that didn't really and truly spend the money to stay up, but really and truly, Spurs and Man U is relegated. Come on, be honest.
No, we're not relegated. I don't know where you're coming from.
You are. KG. A team like Manchester United, yeah,
yes,
who is the first team in England to win the treble. That treble, yeah. Win the Champions League, win Europa League, win Super Cup, World Cup, win Premier League over and over and over. So till you like what, 20 now? 20? Yeah. FA Cup, Carabao Cup, yeah. You KG, you never ever see Manchester United in the bottom half of the table when the Premier League finish. You have never seen that. For your 50 years of being on planet.
I've never seen that.
For the 50 years that you've been here, 50 or 52? I'm being generous.
Look, this man with his new beard today, I can't believe it. You didn't have this beard 6 days ago. Are you telling me about my
but to see, I'm not even gonna say Tottenham, because Tottenham, I don't class Tottenham as shit anymore. I don't, because shit is better than them, really and truly. Because if you walk behind a horse or a donkey, and they pull, you can just take up that, and you can throw on your flowers, and it make your flowers looking pretty and good. It's manure. So it's good. So shit is good. So Tottenham. So I'm not even gonna put them in this. We're talking about Man U. And for seeing Man U sitting what, 14th? 14th. I remember 3 teams already gone. But KG, hold on. 3 teams already gone. You understand? 3 teams gone. So that's relegation. Come on. It is relegation.
No, because let's have it right. In where Man United should be, we're moving mad. Like where we should be right now, we're moving mad. But then again,
no, where should be? Where you think it should be?
Above you lot.
No. KG, come on, man.
That's where we should be. If we're being honest.
KG, hold on. Let me rephrase the question, because maybe sometime my dialenga, my patois, maybe you don't understand it. Yeah, sometimes even though they say Jamaican, I understand. Let I rephrase it.
Yeah.
Where should you be? Where do you think Manchester United should be in the Premier League right now?
Top 4.
But do you realize that? Let me educate you. Do you realize you're where you're at? That's where you're at. That's where the club is at 14. You shouldn't even be at 14, to be honest. You shouldn't.
We should be fighting for a title. We should be fighting for titles. We should be fighting for titles. We should be doing what you've done.
No, you should be in the English Premiership. That's where you should be. in all honesty, you should be there. It's just because we got 3 teams that is worse than you. Why you there? Why you have
And we should be in the championship. We should be in the championship.
Yes, you should
You're
be.
not well. You're not
No,
well.
but you're not playing like a Premier League club. Be honest.
Because
Be
we
honest.
got issues. You know what? Yeah, this is my thing, and I'm glad that we're here because I really wanted to talk to you about this. Like, because we could talk about Man United, and we'll have that Man United part of the conversation. But you've not, like, I don't know if you can be trusted when it comes to where things should be and where we're going and, you know, journey traveled, because let's have it right. You've been cussing out this manager, saying he's not good enough, saying this, that, and the other. This same manager has now given you one of your greatest nights in Europe, and he's in the semi-final.
That's not our greatest night.
One of your greatest nights.
No. One off. One off. Okay.
One of you. I didn't say your greatest nights. One of your greatest nights in Europe. Went to Real Madrid, a Real Madrid team filled with talent, and all season you've been beating on the drum saying he needs to go. He needs to go. You wouldn't miss this. This is a team in his image, and he's done something. Do you not owe him an apology? Will you not be able to say, I was wrong? Because right now, you have a good chance of winning it.
Okay. Okay. When you're talking about the great Real Madrid, this is not a great Real Madrid team that we just beat. I'm just breaking it down. Just listen.
I'm listening.
When we beat them in 05, 06, we're talking about top name players at Real Madrid, better than what they're now. Yeah. Now, what you have to look at, Mikel Arteta haven't done nothing that never done before. We beat them already. They never beat us. Yeah. So that is nothing for we to sing praises for. Secondly, that we haven't won anything yet. You understand? Yes, we go to Real Madrid. I will play damn good. And I did come out and I said, you know what? If we need to beat Real Madrid, because they can play poor and they can still come out with a win in the Champions League, because we see them done it over and over to Liverpool, to Chelsea, to Man City. When Man City have the best team in the Premier League, they play, Real Madrid play crap and they win. You understand? 5 or 10 minutes left, 2-0 down, I believe, and they win. So when I'm saying that, I do not want, first thing first, I'm never ever gonna back down from it. When Vinay went to Mikel Arteta house and spent the whole night there, I don't know what he was doing there, I did not want Mikel Arteta at my club for more than one reason. Mikel Arteta wasn't a manager. He didn't have any experience to come and manage a team like Arsenal, who set history in the Premier League. We win Premier League, we win FA Cup, we've been unbeaten for maybe a season and a quarter, not just a season. Because when people say, oh, you went unbeaten for a season, we went more than a season. Yeah, if you like never teeth it, you and Wayne Rooney never teeth it. Yeah, but anyway, he never managed before. He's inexperienced, and we were in a situation where we need an experienced manager to come and take us over. Ancelotti went to Everton when it should have been the other way around. Mikel Arteta should have went Everton and Ancelotti come to Arsenal. Yeah. Now, when you just say to me, should I find out on my apology? What are I supposed to apologize for? One, I say this all the time. There is 3 things a manager would really like to have when they take over a team, a club, and it is time, money, and control. And we have given Mikel Arteta that. Yeah, we have never signed a player for 100 million in our history. We have never done that. 3 clubs done it in the Premier League, and we are one of them. Chelsea, Man City, and Arsenal is the only club ever to sign a player. Not even Manchester United.
And that 100 million player we're talking about is Declan Rice, right?
Yes, it is Declan Rice. Yeah, but
and are you not seeing how important Declan Rice is for you though?
No. But we're not talking about the importance of the players right now. What we're saying that we have backed him. We have given the money to spend. Well, when you're gonna say Declan Rice, do you know how many players Mikel Arteta signed that never ever should come through Arsenal door? That's money gone down the drain. Tavares, Nunes, Lokongo, Vera. You have Marquinhos. You have Pablo Mari. You have Cedric Suarez. Yeah. You have who else again that him sign?
But
Yeah,
let's have it right though. But you're saying this.
hold on. So that's a 7 player that he signed that is just typically waste of money. Money just going down the drain. We not even can sell them back. You understand? So up until now, he's going into his 6 years. Yeah, 5.5 years, because we signed him in December. Yeah.
2020.
2019.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's going into his 6 years. Yeah. That FA Cup that he actually won, it was a Unai Emery team. He used to win that FA Cup with the likes of Mesut Ozil, Danny Ceballos,
Yes.
Lacazette, you name them. Yeah, that was a Unai Emery team. He played 2 games, beat Man City, just come back after the Corona break, beat Man City, then we beat Chelsea. Yeah, win the FA Cup. That's not his team.
Can I give you some? Let's look at some pushback, because I'm looking at you guys and then looking at the job that we need to do. So he's coming first season, 8th, next season 8th again. But then we're looking at the goal difference +8, next season again +16. As we keep going, we got to your 5th in the league now, 69 points. And that's a goal difference of +13. But Bukayo Saka, top goal scorer. We now keep going. Now we're at we're now in the 2022 season. And this one is 8th second. Goal difference of +45. So you're always improving. Goal difference +45. Obviously, top goal scorer is Martinelli and Odegaard. That was a good season.
Martinelli, Odegaard, Saka was top goal scorer that season.
There you go. But now then you go into that last season, and you're got 89 points, bro. 62 goal difference. Same goal difference as Manchester City. Like, how many losses? 5 losses, bro. Now, if you look at a manager and distance traveled, bro, everything it's just that final piece. People being him out kind of doesn't make sense if this is how close you've got, bro. Like, not like, I understand us, like we're in a mad place. You guys, this manager has really changed, bar that piece, that final piece of the puzzle. How can you be this way when you're seeing progression every season?
Yeah, but you're saying all of that. You're saying the last 3 seasons we progress. Yeah. Out of what we can say 6. Yeah.
But you have to build something.
But 3 seasons progress and 3 seasons regress, because this season you cannot say we progress. We regress. Because we don't have the same points. We don't have the same points of last season, so that's a regress. We don't have the same goal as last season, so that's regress. Yes, we may be at 2nd because the rest of the team them is no good. That's why we're still at 2nd.
But that doesn't matter. You can't do nothing about the worst of the team.
We can't do nothing, but in that situation, we did not progress.
If you win the Champions League this season, it's total progression and it's work.
No. Without but when you're saying that, oh, look at what it take us from to look at where we're at now, but you're still hiding the fact that we give him the time to do that and we give him the money to do that. No, think about it. In Einstein, we can say, oh, but what if we did have a more experienced manager? Do you not think that we would have win the Premier League? Maybe not. We're just saying we don't know.
Do you think you'll be able to build it with your youth as well? Because that's a big part of it as well.
But what youth did we really and truly use? We use 5 youths. 5. Yeah. And we can say Martinelli, it was Unai Emery buy. Yeah. Saka, Unai Emery giving him debut. Last season, we'll go back last season to this season.
Arteta's improved Saka, though. Arteta's improved. Arteta has improved Saka.
You know what? I will stick to the fact that Mikel Arteta cannot do nothing to hinder Saka career. I don't believe he can. Saka is just one of them. Saka is just like a Messi, where he's just talented, and you can see where and not to gun down Arteta, But I'm just going to say one thing. I'm going to prove my point. Now, you have a player out for 3 months. Yeah. Hamstring injury. Yeah. Remember, hamstring is the muscle. And you have to get back the muscle to do what you want the muscle to do, to train it. Yeah. And he's out for 3 months. Did not play in the football. You know, once a player out for 3 months, they're going to come back. You have to give them time to get back into form. Saka play an hour plus football. He play 25-30 minutes against Fulham, I believe, or one of them team at the Emirates. Yeah. And then he play another half an hour at Everton. And then bam, Real Madrid. And look at the guy. The guy was the difference why we able to win the game at the Emirates Stadium against Real Madrid. He cooked them. He cooked Alaba. He cooked Bellingham, because Bellingham have to come back from midfield to help out Alaba. You understand? And Saka was.
I feel like you're fighting not to give your manager credit.
No. You see, that's what I said. I said, look how the guy play. So you can see this guy is really and truly talented player. Because
I believe.
But what I said is not a lot of player can come off an hamstring injury, have a torn hamstring, rip, separated, out for 3 months, and look like they've never been out. Which other player can think of? So this is why I'm not saying that I'm taking out.
He's built that, but I'm saying yes, he's had that, and the hamstring injury was there. But I'm saying that how Arteta has developed Bukayo Saka into being a world-class player. You have to give him credit for that.
I'm not going to say no, because for the last 5-6 years, he's under his wing. But on the other side of the coin, you can see where Saka is like, I'm not saying that he's a Messi, don't get me wrong, but you can see Messi and Ronaldo train and keep him body up to be where him at. Messi is just like, Messi don't do shit.
Oh, you think what you're basically saying is Saka's just natural talent, and
it was natural talented. But I'm not going to take away that Mikel Arteta have nothing at all to do with it. I'm not going to say that.
Because they blame. Sometimes I hear Arsenal fans blaming Mikel Arteta for Martinelli getting backwards. So which one is it? If he can be blamed for a player getting backward, then he must get praise for taking a player forward. Saka.
It's two different things. Like I said, Saka is natural talented. Yeah. Now with Martinelli, the problem that we have, I personally, I have from Martinelli come on the scene. He's just my guy. I've never said nothing bad about Martinelli. Ever. You can go back and check it. I've never said this guy. I hear people say, sell him, this, that. I hear Turkish, all of them, Stricto, Curtis, you name it. They slag him off. I just never slag him off. And the reason why for that, when I see Martinelli under Unai Emery, you can see talent there. All you need to do is to curve that talent. It's just like he's a wild stallion. And you have to get that stallion and train that stallion to calm, and you can ride him and do it. Now, when you see Martinelli play on the pitch, Martinelli is a guy.
Why?
Riding, you know.
Why?
Accident, bro. We had to round. I'm sorry, I was gonna let it go. I said, no.
Why for that? Why? You can't ride it on the pitch. Why for that? But when you see Martinelli playing, he get the ball, him dribbling him head down. Now, if you're a coach or a manager, Lumberg was the same as Martinelli, dribbling him head down, And when you're a coach as our manager, you have to let the player know, listen, you have to hold up your head when they're dribbling. Try to break it out of him. When you get the ball and you play the ball to him with him back to goal, what he's going to do? He's going to play it back to you. So you as a manager have to realize, don't ever play him the ball like that. You understand? Because it's just going to come back to you. And he's not affected like that. So as a manager, you got to coach him out of these dirty habits that he is developing. And you have to take it out of him. So that's what we say a manager is there for. You're there to coach the player into be better. You understand? And this is what I don't believe the coaching team at Arsenal. This is what I don't believe they do with Martinelli. They don't really help him. No, when you look at Martinelli playing with Tierney, is a different Martinelli. Last season, the season before. No, not last season, the season before, because last season Kieran Tierney was out on loan for the whole season. The season before, prior to that, when Man City, when we finished the first time, we finished second. Yeah, Martinelli helped actually run behind, and Kieran Tierney run behind. Martinelli cut inside, and he get more of people around him to help him out. 1-2, and him can move. Like, no, when you see Declan Rice go over there to help him out, you see a different type of Martinelli since Martinelli come back off the injury. Yeah. Declan Rice went into that position, and you see him start to take on player, beat them down the byline. He's doing more. Now, the problem is that before all of that, Mikel Arteta have never said to Odegaard, you're not allowed to play on the right-hand side only. Because I was the one who pointed that out on FTV. Look, I'm sitting there watching Odegaard. I'm saying to myself, hold on there. I've never seen that guy link up with Martinelli. So if you are our creative player in Odegaard, you're supposed to be linked up with your two winger them, your two wide forward, and your number 9. But only link up with Saka. That is Odegaard. So Martinelli is left over there on his own. So whose fault is that? Because if I can see it, I'm not a manager. I've never managed before. I know nothing about managing. I just watch football and kind of understand it. So if a manager see that, whose fault is it? Why Martinelli is not progressing? Now you put Declan. Look when Martinelli was playing. Look when we have Xhaka. Playing that position. Martinelli scoring goal. Xhaka leave. We get Kyle Havertz to come and play that position, but apparently we have to play him in the far line.
I hear what you're saying. The main thing for me is if you and I would be devastated if you guys win the Champions League. If you win the Champions League,
it is bad, man.
I would be devastated. I will be. I can't lie. But if you guys do it, there's a lot of you guys that would have to queue up and apologize to your manager, because when you talk about process and what phase and stuff, you would say we've done everything, and then your team will be the most prime team to go on and dominate in the Premier League for the next how many years? You're like a striker. Would you say you're a striker away? You're two.
No, I'm not a striker away. No, I'm more than a striker away. But when you say apologize, no, you hear I come out season in, season out, and one season, the 3 seasons ago, asked Robbie, I said, you know what, I'm backing this manager now, because we were leading the Premier League for 80% of the season, and Robbie saying, but we're winning, man, and I said, listen, I don't trust him. I don't think that he's going to do it. At one point, I said, I don't think we're going to do it. And then I said, you know what? Cut him the slack. Just get behind the manager. I get behind the manager. What happened? Man City come and take the cup out of our hand. Now, what are we as a fan who pay money to go to the stadium, who buy these things, who pay money to make these things? They don't come free. All I want is trophy. So if you come as a manager and you think that you are big enough and you understand football where you can take on a club like Arsenal, then I expected you for win me trophy. Because under Wenger, at least some of the latter years, in the last couple of years, him did win us nothing major since we moved to the Emirates, 2 FA Cup or 3 FA Cup. But when you as a manager come to our club, I expect to win trophy. And if you're not giving me that, then I'm going to ask for you to leave the club. That's nothing wrong. Now, if you win a trophy, then that is so people is acting like Mikel Arteta is turning over. Maybe since he's been there, say 5 years, 5.5 years, he win us 2 FA Cup and maybe 2 Carabao Cup, and then you can say, you know what, the guy there 5 years, and but as things be like Ten Hag, he win us 2 trophies. So guess what? He's still a good manager. He haven't win us really and truly nothing. So you're telling we that we supposed to sit there, me supposed to sit there for the 5 years, not winning nothing, and just keep silent and still backing him. No, not everybody's not the same. Everybody has a different mind. I want you to win trophy. When you get up and give me that cream of the crop, then I will say, you know what, Mikel Arteta, thank you. That's what we pay you for. We pay you 15 million a year. Only Pep is getting more than this man in football coaching right now. So this man is getting the money. So why is it that we as fans, are me, I don't see a lot of them out there, you know, when people back say, yeah, man, you're right there. But why is it that I'm not supposed to put pressure on him? Because I believe if Edu, which as people saying Edu left and right, I didn't want Edu to leave long time because Edu is an idiot. He's an idiot. How can you be a football director and you're gonna have a manager who come into a club that you play for, that you win Premier League title with, that you went and go unbeaten with all a record that nobody else have it in the Premier League? Yeah, we have that trophy. Yeah, you as Edu know Arsenal ins and out. You know how we play. You know the model of, you know everything about Arsenal, and you're gonna have a manager come in who have never managed before. Yeah, and you allow that manager, yeah, to buy nearly 10 left back. You're gonna sign off money for him to buy.
That's the mistake that they've made, though. That's the mistake that they have made. That mistake, though. That in terms of like he hasn't been. Yes, he's bought those left backs, but they could help him. They could have supported him. You lot not getting a striker for him in the this window was crazy. Like even Rashford, I see how he's playing. Imagine you lot signed Rashford. It would have killed me. But that would have been.
We could have signed Rashford. We could have signed Rashford because we have Sterling. I would have a 2 loan from England.
I would have sent him back. I would have sent that you back.
But the problem that where all of this happened, where even right now, right this present moment, Mikel Arteta have a left back out on loan. Tavares is on loan. He's a left back.
But still your player.
He's still our player. We cannot shift them because nobody gonna buy them. They're just gonna run down their contract and leave. That is see, when we're talking about we progress, but look because it's always two sides.
I don't support you. I don't know about
it's always two sides of the coin. People just looking, look where Mikel Arteta take you lot from, and look where you're at now. But people don't see what Mikel Arteta.
You used to be a banter club, and we don't get to banter you guys as much as we used to. It's not as enjoyable. We wait for our days. You lot don't even lose that many games. That's the difference. Right? So I would say where we are right now, you lot have never been that dark. It's never been that bad.
No, never been there. No.
It was bad, and it used to be fun to banter Arsenal. Those days are few and far between. So you have to see yourself as a more serious club under this manager. But I want to move on. I want to do. I'm going to ask you 2 questions before we wrap this thing up. I want your best Arsenal team. Yeah, I've got it right here. Like these are the players that you've like to see as well. Like so, players that you might like. It's not just because they were great Arsenal players. Players that you've enjoyed watching. Are you with me?
Yeah.
The formation. What you playing, by the way?
I would play if we're gonna go there. How would I play? Would I play a 4-4-2 or 4-3-2-1? You know what? Let I get the. Oh God, this one is so hard because after think of player now.
Yeah, 4-4-2. It's what you've
no. I'll go. Let's go with the 4. Let's go with the 4-3-2-1. No, you don't have that. Go with go with
no, I can meet the players. I can meet the players. 1 second. Let me close this. So what are we doing? We're getting a 4-3.
A 4-3.
We saying a flat 3.
Yeah. Yeah. 4-3-2. Yeah, I'll go with that. I'll go with it like that. Yeah.
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 All right. Cool. So this is your team now. Like, let's start at the back.
Yeah.
Easy. Who's in goal?
Lehman. Easily.
Jens
Lehman. Sorry, Seaman. Sorry, Seaman. Seaman. The two man them get. Seaman. Sorry.
Yeah.
Left back. It have to be Ashley Cole.
And you're not angry at him for leaving the way he did. You just
because you see where people don't get the understanding of it. Ashley Cole didn't leave the way or he leave. Is the way or the club treat him and Wenger treat him. And so you have to understand. Don't blame. It's not everything out there. When Ashokol speak, because I hear when the guy speak, it wasn't his fault for him to leave like that. It was the club, so we cannot blame the club. Yeah.
Go on, Cole.
So the right side,
Lauren, what you doing? What you doing?
The right side now, I will go with Saul Campbell.
Said right back.
Yeah. No. We don't have Ashokol at right back already.
No, I'm saying you got left back.
Oh, left back. Sorry.
Yeah.
Right back. Current right back. Lauren was good, you know.
Any of your current players getting in?
Yeah, but I'm just thinking, you know what? If I'm going to be honest, yeah, I think I will go. I'm going to be sorry, you know, but I think I will go with Timber because I just Timber. We just never really get a bad game out of Timber playing there, and to see him play against Real Madrid and Angel Vinicius Jr., I'm going to give it to him. Now the centre back going to give me problem because with two centre back them is the best for the last 2 seasons, but
and you got some wicked ones now.
Yeah.
What are you telling me?
Now you have oh my God, what's his name? You have the statue there where we have the interview. Tony Adams. You have Tony Adams. You have
Campbell, Saliba.
Campbell.
You got Gabriel. Like I don't know. What
you know what? I'm gonna go. I have to go with Tony Adams. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God. And this one is Tony Adams. I see. I want to say Saliba, but Tony Adams and Saliba is the two that they're the same type of player. Like, so I have to have somebody to make that rough tackle.
You're gonna say Gabriel.
No, you can't push word in my mouth.
I'm gonna have to rush you here, mate. I'm gonna have to rush you.
I will go with. You know, I will go with Saliba. Sorry, I'll go with Saliba. I know it's too.
It's cool. It's cool. You had to do it. All right, let's talk to me. So we got Seaman, we got Cole, Adams, Saliba, Timber.
Yeah.
Okay.
In midfield, we definitely have to go with my Patrick Vieira. Yeah. Cannot leave out Vieira. Yeah.
All right.
And Cesc Fabregas have to be there.
Yep.
Yeah. And gosh. Yaddy. Oh my God. Right side. No. I have another midfielder to put in. So Cesc Fabregas as a creative midfielder. We're gonna have Vieira as the one can get forward, and can sit. I know what I'm gonna put a current player in it, just for put a current player, and I'm gonna go with Declan. I'm gonna go with Declan. I'll go with Rice.
Rice made it.
Yeah.
Yo. So your midfield three is Rice, Vieira, and Fabregas.
Yes, I'll go with them too because there's no other better midfielder, creative midfielder we have than Fabregas. He's that good. Okay, now Freddie. Saka, Freddie. I'll go with Saka. I'm gonna go with Saka. Freddie, I'm sorry. You know what? I'll have to go with. I know. Perez, but you know who I will put there? I would have to put Bergkamp there. I'm sorry. I'll put Bergkamp there.
He wasn't gonna get in, you know. I was looking at your situation.
I'll put it. He's too. No, I have to go with Bergkamp. Sorry.
Is
No, I forgot. It's odd. It's odd.
There?
And then again,
Really though?
huh? Yeah.
Because they need like behind the striker types shit. Like
Yeah, but he can play right wide. He can play it because he can
really
play.
like that. I ain't really
Yeah.
see when he used to hurt Man United, I didn't
Yeah.
really see him there
You
like
never
that.
really
Like,
see him there, but because I have to have Bergkamp in the team, he can
well,
play
you gotta
there.
take someone out. You gotta take someone out. Someone's not meant to be here, bro.
No, that's my team. You know why? Because you're never ever gonna get a more sturdier apart from Roy Keane. You're never gonna get another midfielder than Vera. Roy Keane and Vera, they are the prem of the prem when they come onto Premier League. They are the two best ever.
But then
So you have to put in the Vera in there.
where does Yaya Toure go in there though? Because he's a
Yaya Toure
part.
was in my defense. Yaya Toure was in my midfield. Yaya Toure is my defender. He's a defender. And then up front, it's only one man, the best ever.
Already.
The best ever played the Premier League.
I didn't want to ask.
Yeah.
So this is your team. This is your greatest team. Like, wow. So you got two. Hold on. You got 4 players though.
The only player there that I question is Saliba. And this is where man like Sol Campbell, Kolo Toure.
This is how you know. Do you reckon there's a chance that
even Gilberto not even make it?
Yeah.
Even Gilberto. So if because I want to use current player, because I could have taken out Rice and put in Gilberto. Yeah. But I want to use current player as well because I believe Declan Rice is that good.
Yeah.
Right now, is that good and he can get forward while Vera sit. He can get forward with Declan Rice and you know Fabregas have to be there. Yeah, I think he's our best creative midfielder I ever see Arsenal have. So there's no way he's not going to be there. Saka at the moment, currently, Saka is just talented right now that I cannot left out Saka.
Cold. Yeah, you know what? Like this is Yardman's team. Everyone looking at it. I'll go for it one more time. Seaman, Cole, Adams, Saliba, Timber, Rice, Vieira, Fabregas, Saka, Bergkamp on the left wing. Henry.
Yeah, because Henry will tell you that playing with Bergkamp, even though he will play behind Henry, that's why I said the formation again. That's what kind of. But Henry will tell you that he's the best guy ever to play with, so I cannot leave him out. If Henry see this and leave out Bergkamp, then
what are you winning with that team?
Winning everything.
Huh?
We're winning everything with that team.
Manager. Who's the manager?
Oh, manager. Oh, come on, man. Have to be one manager. There's no other manager. It have to be Wenger.
Wenger in, yeah?
Yeah, it has to be Wenger. It have to be Wenger. As bad as things how Wenger do and in his latter stage, because I just believe that he overstays welcome. When we win that FA Cup, the first FA Cup at the Emirates, I think he should have bowed there and then we should have go and get Jurgen Klopp.
Could I ask you, like, let's throw that in there. So you could pick Wenger or you could pick another manager to manage those groups of players. Would you go back to Wenger or would you choose somebody entirely different?
If I could pick any other manager,
yeah.
If I'm being honest,
it's either Wenger, go back to Wenger, or you can pick any other manager
I will pick Fergie, and the reason why I will pick Fergie, Wenger doesn't have that he doesn't know how to get angry on players. He's too nice. You understand? And that's why we believe we haven't won as much as we should have won with him. And if you look at Fergie, you look at Beckham come out with him, boss. You look at Roy Keane, could never, do what he want to do there. Wenger just too nice. He's too soft. So if I could pick any other manager in the Premier League, I would pick Fergie. Yeah. Because I believe Fergie is, apart from what, I know what Wenger done some tremendous thing, but I believe the best manager ever to grace the Premier League. I don't care what people want to tell me about Pep Guardiola, that man that use money to win things, but I believe the best manager to grace the Premier League.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not far apart, Wenger and Fergie, but two Fergie win so much, and you have to look at what the manager win. Wenger never win the Champions League, never win Europa League. Yeah, Fergie has done it with when him in Scotland. He done it with Aberdeen. Aberdeen he was with, yeah. And so Fergie is a cream of the crop for the Premier League. I cannot take that away from him. And to the way he manage a team. And sometimes people look at it and you said Fergie, but you see what I admire about Fergie. When Fergie's at Man U get their signing done as the transfer window open and everybody gone a preseason. And this is why he always have the player them lock. Wenger, we be playing and losing 2 games in the Premier League.
Upstairs though, he protected you lot. Like he did, like seeing how what like Arteta has to go through.
Yeah,
he did protect.
Yes, too nice. Too nice. That's what I didn't like. That's what I didn't like. So then again, you have to understand.
I was shocked. I would never if I had to bring someone back, it'd always be him. But let me ask you finally, there's 2 questions I had to ask. We'll start with a more sadder one, because obviously YouTube's a real place. I watched your video on your channel and you're talking about, you lost some family members. Literally 2 family members recently. Yeah. How do you manage, like, obviously content creation and obviously loss and stuff, obviously the comment section? How have you found dealing with that side of, okay, this is another element of my life, but real things are happening in my life at the moment?
You know what? The way I deal with it, to be honest with you, in 2020, I lost my mom, and I couldn't get to go to
bro.
I couldn't get to go to the funeral, and it just ripped me apart. Like, if anybody she needed at that funeral, it was going to be me. I know I'm not asking Christ. I know that I'm her favorite, and I couldn't get to be there. And
was that COVID or something? Was that COVID?
And that during the second lockdown, when there's no flight and everything like that, and Jamaica have this, you have only 5 or 7 people can be at the funeral, and I didn't want her to sit on ice and just, for my sake. So I just have to let her go. And my brother said, you know what, do what you think she would have liked, and she would have loved me to be there. And from that day on, I realized that she always taught me, because my father died when I was like 4 years old. She was the mother and the father for me. And she was the one, even though they said a mother cannot teach a man to be a man, a boy can teach it, but she done a great job, and I just have to be tough. And she always let me know that, you know what, you have to be tough, you have to be a man before you even become a boy. You understand? And lost a close friend like that, and he just disappeared like that. He was a very close friend of mine. When I said that was like my brother from a different mother, me and him just never, even if we have a little blips, it's just like we're a man and woman. Come on, like brethren, like we just never go like 2 weeks or a week not speaking. We just say, you know what you done was whatever, and I said what I done was, and we just polish it off back. We just like nothing happened, and he just gone. No, I lost a cousin as well. Never really good to lose a family member like that, and the way she passed away and stuff like that. Nobody did really know that she passed away, and we just go to the house and she live alone, and they found her there. And I just take some time more for a couple.
A lot of loss to deal with, right?
Yeah.
Would you say that you became a bit more? You couldn't feel much after you saying you obviously couldn't go to your mum's funeral and stuff. Did that make you a bit more like, it's harder the emotion to come through?
Yeah. So and she always tell me that it don't matter what happened, to always keep my head up and always be strong. And when I get my pursuit, and she always said to me that now that I turn a new page, that I have to always, matter what happened, I always have to make sure that I keep my head on. And these things that she tell you, sometimes, like I said, these little things that she tell you is a gem that you use in your life to move on in your life, and to to help you. And always to be strong, always be strong, keep your head on, and life goes on. Sometimes no matter what happened, life always goes on. Never question it. It is what it is. Sometimes we have to leave, and she just never want to see that I'm in a situation where I'm down and out. And so I always said, Pauline, even this morning, I was telling somebody a little joke, Papa little joke, and she said to me, with my brother, this is a quick one. Like my brother always, I have it's 7 of us, 5 brother, 2 girl. My sister passed away 2015. Yeah. And that one hit her really hard. And she just said to us, she just never ever want to bury one of her kids again. She'd rather go before them. But she's the one who always carry me through. I just always remember her words that she tell me, and just always be strong, always be positive, always have my, always think for the best, but always prepare for the worst as well. Yeah. And when things happen, things gonna happen. We have to deal with it. And this is how we just deal with it. I just get up and I say, you know what? I was in that little dark place for a couple of days. And I said, you know what? Last night was the first I went back onto YouTube. I didn't go on TikTok for maybe a week or so, because this happened just after the game against Real Madrid, yeah. So I just said, you know what? Just snap myself out of it and say, you know what? Let's just be happy, because I'm not going to drown myself, and then what can I do? Even if I drown myself in sorrow, just living that, that in that dark space, and just, what can I do to help more than to be happy? You understand? So that's what I have to do. But it sounds easy, but it's really hard. But be back on YouTube, go back on TikTok, and just try to take your mind off things and just try to.
A lot of people don't understand this about you as well, because you're probably one of the hardest working guys in the game right now, because you do this. No one really realizes, bro, you have a restaurant, like you be doing, there's a lot of stuff that you're involved in. Like, where's that work really come from, though? That's my last question, to be honest. Where's these pieces of why you're like the way you are?
Because losing my father at age 4, I never look at my brother and sister, them dad, as my dad. And like what she said to me, that, you know what, I have to be a man. And I have never really asked anybody for anything. You understand? And I've been on the road in Jamaica when I was like 12 years old. I was going to primary school. I used to go, there's a place everybody knows called Kingston, downtown. And I used to go there, and I used to find things to sell to make my money. But all that happened is my friend that we go primary school with, he used to come to school, and he and them time that we used to he used to can buy 2 lunch. And we used to ask him how. But he used to go with his mom, and she used to sell her stuff in town. I used to go there on weekend, and he used to make his money like that. And I said, raw. And I followed him, Omar Brown. I don't know if he's still alive, but that guy. And from that day on, my mother, I let his mother ask my mother to take me, because I just want to, I just want to be that man. I just want to start to fend for myself. You understand? And my mom said yes, and she said, make sure you take care of my son or whatever. And when I step out of that yard that day, I just never look back. I have never tired. They always said to me, you're not tired? I said, no, because my mind, if I tell my mind that I'm tired, I'm going to be tired. You understand? And I have kids that I have to make sure that the mother them going to come to me. I have to support them. So that is my bread and butter. The shop is where I feed them. So whether I'm sick, even like Monday, I wasn't feeling well. And I just still have to go to work. And look at me now. I said, you know what, sickness is not going to get the better of me. But it is what it is. If you have that mind and do it as a man, because you know, as a man, you're a provider. Your 2 main job is to protect and to provide. You understand? I have got kids. I got a 21-year-old son, and I cannot let him see me doing certain things. I have to set the example, because I don't want to ask them who's your role model and them tell me some other guy. No, I'll slap them head off. I'm supposed to be a role model. You understand? So you know that they ask you, all that do is work. And I'm saying to them, that's what it is. For you to achieve anything, not hard work, smart work. You understand? So that's what's with me. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to put in the work. Like with YouTube, with TikTok, I mean, if I see where I can earn a living off it, then I will be more on it. You understand? But for now, the food shop is my bread and butter. I have to make sure I be there. I have to make sure that, you know, it's tickets are in L. I used to have 2 businesses. I used to do 18 hours a day. 18 hours a day. And I used to some weekend I don't sleep. And people say you're gonna drop down, you're gonna this, you have to take time off. But you know what? I said, you know what? If I don't put in this work, who's gonna put it in for me?
Well, listen, main thing, last thing to wrap up. We're glad to have you in this YouTube space. We already know that plaque is gonna come soon. You guys go and subscribe to Yardman FC. We're gonna be battling on TikTok because
You're not coming over on TikTok because you're scared. Why are you scared of? Why are you scared of?
I'm coming to TikTok, man. I'm coming to TikTok.
Asking Joe, what is that? Why are you scared of me on TikTok?
No, scared of you.
Yeah. Even Robbie, I haven't seen Robbie. I know Robbie's a bit busy.
This Nigerian man is scared of you.
Even my TikTok, them people have been calling me to say call out expression, depression, but I know he will never come out and face me.
He's ready, bro. We're ready, bro.
That guy, he will never face me. He will never face me.
I'm gonna tell him. Remember, I see him on Best of Enemies, so I'm gonna tell him that you said that anyway.
He will never face me.
He will.
The only brave one who tried was Stricto, but Stricto is no match for me.
Stricto,
Stricto's baby.
Stricto, shout out Stricto.
Yeah,
but
you know, even when I'm gone and the last time I went on him on TikTok, he's just a baby for me. I need somebody more powerful than Stricto. Even though
he said powerful.
Why?
Hey, you look, I'm out of here, man. Shout out the one man yard, man. Thank you for being the first guest.
Man, big up, man.
Bro, everyone go follow my brother. Till next time, see you lot soon. Are you gonna win? Are you gonna win the Champions League?
We're definitely going to.
He's not gonna win us nothing! Absolutely nothing!
You see, when I win the Champions League, you know I'm an arm here. I got Arsenal for life, yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
You see when Mikel Arteta dropped the Champions League? Yeah? You see under my crest? You see under the Arsenal? I'm going to put Mikel Arteta. I'm going to put it there.
Drop a bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Ooh, look at that.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. KG, this one's crazy.
You're